Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here. Welcome back to Manufactio. It's been a hot minute since I played. I had a couple of weeks off there. And trying to get back into the swing of things. Now I've gone onto the Manufactio Discord and picked up a couple of scripts that Golrith has dropped into the... there's a channel with all the bugs that are in the versions of the pack. There's not many in there, but there's a couple of scripts there to just fix a couple of things that... didn't quite turn out the way he wanted, but I'm having a little bit of trouble with something I changed. Don't have any chests really. Just want a wooden chest. Should have some. I thought I had auto crafting happening. Why my system broken again? It's been a little while. Maybe I don't have chests coming in here. Anyway, what I did was I pulled out two of the two of these electric furnaces, and I dropped an arc furnace in here. And when I did that, I found out that these things can't take copper dust, because what I was going to do is replace all of these guys with the arc furnace, because it should be quick enough to keep up. And that's not the case. So for me to do that, I'm going to need to do a little bit of pipe redirection. I don't know why I still have that. Oh, it's a light. Don't know why I still have it there. It's to hold the light, everyone. Stop looking, I found it. So I kind of want to do a little bit of pipe redirection. I'm going to get slag if I use ore, but something like copper ore, for example. Let's just grab a little bit. Uses of copper ore in the arc furnace, it'll double it. And look, no output. But if you use iron ore, let me go... ore. And uses of iron ore in the arc furnace, you get slag. Gold is slag. What else we got? Emerald. Other ores, copper. Uses of copper, yep, nothing. Uses of tin, you get slag. So, but I think you can actually put arc furnace recipes would be nice. If we go through the arc furnace recipes, yes, we can make Constantan, but we don't need that in this pack, so that's not a big issue. You can make Electrum, but I've already got an electric furnace doing that. We can make Invar. Yes. It will accept gold ore, iron ore, tin ore, and give slag as a byproduct. This one doesn't really matter. Well, we do have platinum in the pack, but yeah, I'd probably pulverize it another way. There's not much of it. Pulverized iron will go in and just do a straight smelt, no output of slag, which is generally how I'm going to run these. So all the ones that can be pulverized and not give an output of slag will be kept the same way. So the only things I can really avoid doing that on at this point, even osmium gives a slag output. Titanium can be smelted in there too. Interesting. I think I do that already. So, so copper, silver, and lead will be the three. Maybe aluminium. Okay, copper, silver, lead, aluminium, and nickel. They're the ones that will go to the arc furnace. So to do that, I'm going to have to kind of redirect some of this. And I probably should have got a piece of paper so I could write all that stuff down, right? Because, you know, them's what's happened. So just give me 1 second here. This is the joys of having a computer, right? We can open things on other windows, and so it was copper, silver, lead, aluminium. And what was the last one? Yep. No. Oop. Uses. Arc furnace. Recipes. Nickel. Nickel, that was the other one. Alright, so if we set up the system, nickel's not a big issue because I don't think nickel ore gets used for all that much in this pack. Like, I don't have nickel coming to these to these. It was going to a silo over there, which I think it may still be going to the silo. Ooh. Yep, it's right there. So we don't need a ton of that. And I don't even have an automation set up on that because, yeah, I didn't see a point. Uses of nickel ore. You get some platinum out of nickel. Okay, so yeah, Invar, and we don't really, I've hardly used Invar. Nickel ingots. Nickel plate. I don't see, there's no real use. Oh, okay, maybe making some vacuum tubes, but yeah, nickel's not a big thing. So in terms of getting things working better there and removing that need for us to pulverize some of the stuff here, I'm gonna need to kind of blacklist, not kind of, I'm just gonna need to blacklist those 5 items. So copper, is that one silver? Yep, silver, lead, aluminium. Not 2 stacks of aluminium, please. And again, nickel's probably better pulverizing because then you get the platinum, right? Good idea, Lens. Just leave it like that. So those 4, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here. I'm hoping I've got some filters. Yes, I've got some filters on me. I'm going to put a filter on this. Blacklist these items. All right, back in a tick. Alrighty, sorry, phone call interruptus. Right, so if I'm blacklisting here, these things are going to need somewhere to go. So what I'm thinking is that we've got the pipework, and look, my base has always been a mess, and I don't really see it getting much better in the near future, to be honest. So I'm going to make it even messier with some more ducting. And I'm going to connect it up here. I'm going to connect from this point without getting too tangled in stuff. I'm very close to just making a quantum entangler porter. Putting a filter on it. Do I have all the stuff for one of them? Or 2 of them, I should say. Oh, it's literally not far, is it? Okay. There's pipes and stuff all under the base here. Alright, let's do this. Let's go. Where's my wrench? Hello, game. Yikes. I'm going to go up here and disconnect all sorts of stuff. And then, as messy a base as I have, we're going over the roof. Because why not just add to the mess that's here? Alright, so what I'll do, and I think it would be a smart move, is to put a chest here with the filter on it with the whitelist. Hello, thank you. Whitelist, you, and you. Probably only want it to ever hold, I don't know, maybe 32. And then on the other side of this, I'll have a servo that will extract out, and it will come across and connect to this pipework. Yep, and then all of these guys I think are set up with whitelist now. Okay, so what I want is actually to blacklist these guys. No, don't place pipes, you derpy game. Blacklist. Oh no, I need to also, see, herein lies a problem, right? I probably need it to be probably just needed to leave it where it was, right? So whitelisting pulverized lead, I think it was, and copper. Because what's going to happen is that pulverized lead, and it won't happen for long. If it does come through, it will need somewhere to go. So if I like whitelist this guy to do pulverized lead and pulverized copper, then they've got a place to go. Everything else is disconnected. So over here, I think I set up a blacklist for these two, but I'm actually going to like whitelist these 4 items, and then that's the only place it can go. So we're going to have, and I'm going to need to hook these other guys back up, but that's the problem. What I can do here is change this to blacklist and the same thing, and then put something in between for it to continue doing its thing. But I did want to like minimize the amount of stuff that is getting processed. So all the redstone stuff will still be the same, but if I drop these in here, I'm assuming, and it's bad to assume, I know that, I'm assuming they will be dumping in here eventually. Here they come. Hello? Cool. So they should process, as long as they've got somewhere to process too, and that's my next issue, is that for some reason, this guy won't output. So I think what I need to do here, and that was why I had the chest in my inventory, which I ended up using. So I need to make another chest, please. The problem I had was that it's kind of like it had nowhere to go, even though it does have somewhere to go, like this line here. I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to need to double check it, because it came out of another furnace. It comes out of these guys over here. Right there. They need somewhere to go. And these ones are outputting, but this isn't. So, do I need to... Let's get rid of that one and put a chest here. Will you output to there? Low. Signalum servo. No, you're not going to output? Can I take one out and see what happens? Lead 1, it looks like. Oh, I need to extract out of the bottom of this, don't I? Because that's the output, I thought. Do I need to put a chest on it? What did I do on the other one? I'm getting confused. I love it. No, I directly output straight off the front of that. Why are you doing this to me? Impulse item duct. Blacklist. Did I have it in whitelist mode? I probably did, didn't I? It's fine. It's fine, right? This gives it a little bit of a buffer if something does play havoc. Hopefully that'll work. Yep, there we go. Things are leaving. Excellent. All right, so that should hopefully, yes, it'll use a little bit more power, and we do have to worry about graphite electrodes being a thing. But we'll see what happens in that respect. I'm not super worried about it. I did have to run the redstone energy flux duct instead of the leadstone one, because this just wouldn't keep up with the leadstone one. And I do have slag being output out the back, and it goes straight to the crusher, I believe. Or it goes somewhere. Where does it go? It may just go over here. Oop, run around the base. It just goes in here for now. Not really super worried. feel like it. I could either void it, like I could put a trash can on the back of that arc furnace for all that matters. I am thinking that my filter is stuck. So herein lies a problem. I've been... This... No, that's why it's not working. Are you working? This doesn't seem to actually extract the full... Why is there advanced in the... Hello, what? Sorry, what? Do I need the inputs on the top? I may do. This may cause it to derp a little. I may need to actually have the pipe going to the top, the filters on top, and then the extraction on the bottom. Because if I leave this long enough, I think I'll see filters coming back. Ooh, look, copper's going all over the place. The system's not even turned on. Or is it? No. Oh, is it doing that weird bouncing backwards and forwards thing again? This one's running. Right, I don't know. Doing its thing. Oh no, they're running. Copper's running. Oh, that's right. I had to set up a second set, didn't I? Because I was running. That's copper plates. Correct. Stop looking. Getting all confused. Rightio. So yeah, this is probably going to derp up a little, and I'm going to need to keep an eye out. So if that's the only one that did it, fine. So this one here I inserted on top. That one I insert, well, actually, that one I'm trying to extract from the top, so I don't know how that one's going to work. Again, I think they're sided, and I do believe that it's going to cause me dramas. We'll see. Where are you coming from? From here. Apparently they create sulfur as well, or is it just very rare? I mean, that thing will pick it up over there, so... Again, like the bigger filters hold a lot, and I don't... Ooh, get away from the high voltage. I don't tend to see too much in the way of problems. But 8 buckets here. This thing was backstuffed, so I don't think it was processing things correctly. And here you have them you can have. Again, until I see this run through completely and I get some full sulfur ones, till then I'm not going to know if it's working correctly. Alright, so let's just quickly check. I need to open a folder here. Sorry. Very, very unprofessional of me. But that's not why you watch. You're not watching because I'm professional. That is for sure. Okay. Cool. Sitting at about... We're about halfway through the episode. Right, so one of the things that was added in the industrial renewal mod with these awesome windows. I love them. I reckon they're great. They do exactly what I wanted over here, and I don't need to have that iron bar stuff on the outside. So these windows are glass panes and iron rods, I think. Yep, you get 12. So it's a pretty decent amount of output for the input, and they are a nifty looking window. So if you're in the market for a window for your game, these things are quite nice, and they look the part, right? Makes the building look better. Now I do need to get back to doing what I was doing in here, and the theory is actually working correctly. This here has 16 in it. I did ask, I need a wrench. I did ask the supplier pipe to keep 16 in place. That doesn't mean things are exactly working perfect here, and I probably do I do want to make some more with this machine, because obviously we're doing... I need to provide these items to this chest. So titanium plates, uranium and silicon wafers. And the idea with what I was going to do here was have an input buffer, so to speak, or similar to what I have over the other side there, where all my items go for the AE system. So similar to this chest here, is have an item store coming in and an item store coming out. So if I'm going to start making more than just, say, the purple circuits in there, or whichever one it is, I don't know, whatever I'm making in there. Terrible, terrible. So if I'm going to have more than just this here, the ultimate control circuits being made in here, then I'm going to need an input and an out. So the idea would be maybe a couple of probably steel chests at the inside of the base here, and then these ducts, or these transport pipes, the logistics pipes, hooked up to them. So I gotta remember where I put all my pipes. I do have the basic ones being auto-crafted, and I still haven't actually double-checked all my auto-crafting since the update. I've checked some of it, but I do believe there are a few recipes which changed. One of which is the is my mod, the single spot chest. The recipe for that did change, and so did the graphics. If you're using the texture pack, if you're not using the texture pack, the recipe makes no sense now, because I did use a wood texture that Golrith provided when I created the mod, and it made sense at the time, but now it doesn't. So short of updating the mod itself to have the new textures inbuilt, I'm just kind of gonna leave it be. Let's see. I think everything's okay. So one of these has, and I haven't put signs on them yet. It's got my minigun ammo. One of them I set up here it is, the basic logistics pipes. So this stuff should be being crafted and I believe being deposited here. Yes, so we're getting basic logistics. So if I'm going to set up this system over here, I'm going to need a couple of things. So I'm going to need a couple of probably steel chests, because that would be a better size, right? Steel chest, which should just be steel around a chest, which I don't have any of that in here. I thought I had pile of chests somewhere, honestly, and they're probably being turned into single spots. Well, they would have been. They would have been before. The chests. Why do I have no chests being made there? Has something broken? Wood. Ah, that'll do it. I've probably got no wood. Yeah, handy, right? Handy. I need some oak wood, because I've only set that up to do oak. Let's just quickly nip over here and take out a tree or two. Hopefully I've got my magnet. Ooh, don't stand under the tree, right? It will kill you. I've got my magnet turned on. And then I'll need to plant some more out here, because I don't have I think I'm only doing cherry trees in the farm, which is pretty daft to me. I do need to change that up a touch. So I'll take these out, and then I'll, I guess, change the farm over. These aren't getting me much wood. Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Alright. Cool. Give me some wood and I'll be able to make some chests, and they'll probably all get turned into single spots, right? No? No. No. This one? Yoink! Make me some chests. And the wood's probably going somewhere else, right? So I'm just gonna keep a few. Because it should be going out. Where's it going? One of these must need wood. I don't know. Don't know. Because it's just gone and completely used that whole lot up. And it's going somewhere else. Oh, something else needs wood. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it's not all dumping over in that single spot one, because that's where it would have been before. You. No, because that should be... Yep, I took wood out. Excellent. Pistons, maybe. Maybe it's going to the pistons one, because that's probably holding things up. The base has kind of stopped. Yellow has stopped. Blue has stopped. So, yeah, maybe that's a thing. I needed some steel plates. I want to get at least 2 of these guys to start with. You know what? And some steel plates, which I think, no, that's gears. You are steel plates. Chests, steel plates. Alright, so 2 steel chests. Gonna need a bunch of ducting. Hopefully my system is still making. No, that's fluid duct. I don't want that. Oh. Okay. So I don't seem to be getting... Oh, not that one. Did I just miss it? No, I'm not getting impulse item ducts. Why am I not getting item ducts? Oh, see, everything's broken, right? Tap. Impulse item ducts. I'm sure all my ducts are made out here. Hello? Redstone. Harden flux. Unrouted transport pipes. Fluid ducts. Nothing in there. Lubricant. Steel plates. Glowstone. This has got to be here. No item ducts. So item ducts are made. See, some of them I do have signs on. You have tin plate. You probably have lubricant. Missing whatever's in that one. And I've filled in underneath because I was cleaning up the base. Oh man. Yoink. Yoink. Advanced control circuits. Okay. So advanced control circuits are not working. Where would they be? I don't think I've got them being... So these guys... I reckon plastic sheet may be what's hurting me. This plastic setup breaks all the time. Got HDP pallets, so... So advanced... Oh, see, and this this is what we do now. Red circuit is here. You have 1. Are you struggling? No, you're not struggling for that. You're not struggling for copper wire. You're struggling for plastic. Now, HDP into plastic sheets. One of these. Maybe I'm too far over. Okay. So the pellets. Well, it should be working. I like the word should, right? Got a stack here. Okay, it's set to extract. I'm going to take that stack because it'll make almost another stack straight away. This is probably not working. Missing fluid input. I am low on gasoline. I think this is what this one holds. Yep. So I've got a lot of lubricant. Zap. Thanks. I've got a lot of lubricant in here, and it's kind of hurting things. So, you Need to find some more uses for lubricant, or I think you can split lubricant into other stuff. So can you make me some plastic? Okay, so plastic sheets are going out. They will be, again, look, see, think about your base when you're building it. Because I have items, and you're seeing it now, I've got HDPE pellets going from there all the way over there to be crafted, and then they come all the way back to this guy. Is it you? No, you're set to whitelist nothing. I think it's this one. Yeah, here. It comes back to here to be turned into plastic. So the time it takes to get from all the way over there, or from there to back to here, to turn into plastic, and then come back out into the system again, causes some dramas. So, look, you know, I wasn't... This is my first playthrough of the game. Look, maybe I could make things a little bit more efficient, and maybe we could change some stuff up, like... okay, so circuits. You know, the whole reason I'm doing this is to come up with other things we could do in the precision assembler, for example. Red requires an electron plate, redstone, and silicon wafers. That's all it requires. Instead of plastic and all sorts of stuff. So this is probably a good... It's probably a better recipe than what we've got. Obviously, silicon wafer requires silicon and sulfuric acid in a rolling machine. Silicon comes from smelting nether quartz dust. Yep. So, luckily, we've automated nether quartz in one of these hell forges. And I had Golrith add in, I think it was blaze powder to this. But I can make nether quartz dust here. So, what do we need? What do we need? We need something. I'll probably just make another furnace. One of these guys, one of the Mekansism ones. To turn into the silicon. Because I don't think I have a ton. I have none. So we'll use pulverized quartz into silicon, and we'll set up this red advanced circuit. So this is definitely what we need. I need to get this other thing going. So that's going to be next episode's setup. A little bit derpy here, trying to get back into the swing of things. I'm going to play around a little bit in between episodes to probably go from like an input and an output. Set this guy up so that it can extract from, say, here, and it deposits back into here. And I would like to have most of it under the floor. So I'll move this supply logistics pipe to that chest, or this one probably. And this will be the input, so this will be the provider. All the items I require for this system. So what I'll have is, let's just do this now, right? Let's take these out. So I'll have things being provided back to here, and things coming in for use here, right? And then this guy, or maybe two of them, or you know, maybe I'll build another couple, because these don't pollute, so they can stay in here by themselves. I'll set them up, and we'll be able to have some slightly cheaper machines, or slightly cheaper circuits. I'm going to bring the crushed quartz in here too, and we'll run the process for making the silicon in here, I think. Because it is, well, it's used in the rest of the base, and I can provide some back to this chest. I don't need 50 million of it. And as you saw with these logistics pipes, they only have 9 slots. So if I'm going to do any more than, say, 9 things in here, I'm going to need multiple connections onto this chest. So the supplier pipe will be under supplier, and then that'll be set up with whatever is meant to be in here. Let's Still don't have windows. Don't have a gun on me. Got nothing. Don't know where that one was because the minigun didn't go off. Anyway, wrapping up point. Derped through a bit. Thanks for watching. Comments down below. Hope you got something out of this. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.